Okay, here we are with this Ford Edge. We've just washed it down really well, and you can see already it's a lot cleaner. Of course, it's out of direct sunlight, so you can actually see the paint a lot better now. And without the dirt there, maybe we can get in and get close, and you can actually see. Let's see if I can get the right angle here. You can see these little paint specks. They're small, but they're all over the vehicle. And that's you can see them kind of as the light goes, as you see the fluorescent light reflect off the paint. You can see them pretty well. So they're all over this vehicle: hood, front bumper, the fenders here. Yeah, there we go. That's a good shot of them right there. You can see all of them on the paint. Now, as I said, this paint is particularly difficult to get off of clear coat. I've talked to the actual experts that painted this football stadium that applied this stuff, and it's some sort of really tough epoxy primer, and the only chemical way to get it off is such a harsh chemical. It's like some sort of sulfuric acid or something similar to that, that would actually remove these little white specks of paint. Well, the only problem with that is before it hurt the little specks of white paint, it would eat through the clear coat. So we can't go that route, so we have to clay bar it. Well, it's a tough little paint, so it adheres pretty well to this clear coat. So it takes a lot of effort to get it out. It's not a very typical overspray. A lot of your oversprays tend to be a little bit easier to get off. You know, some are easier than others. This is one of the more difficult ones I've ever encountered trying to get off of a vehicle. And here, let's see if we can get it in right here. Yeah, you can see it back here as I go around the vehicle. Literally, just every square inch of this vehicle is covered in this stuff. So we obviously have our work cut out for us. You can see right there, you can see my reflection. Luckily for you guys, I'm covering my face, but y'all will probably get to see plenty of shots of that later on. But this is what we're dealing with. Now we'll get all this off. The trick here is with this tough little paint, though, as I was saying earlier, is to get this off without scratching the paint. So the way we're going to do that is with the clay bar. Now what I found out with this particular overspray getting off is the more porous type of clay bar you use, you have just about 100% chance of scratching the paint, and that's not good. In fact, by the time you have to hold your ear real close down to it. You can't really feel it, but you can start hearing this kind of little faint scraping sound, and by the time you hear that, you already have scratches in the paint. Now, as you can see, this is not a brand new vehicle. It has a few rock chips here on the front. Very common, especially down here in Louisiana. So, a couple of little scratches. I don't know if this one will even show up, but yeah, there's a pretty good little scratch right there. We won't actually be correcting those today, although we do have the ability and we can. We have not been commissioned to do that, and unfortunately it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you're talking about quite a bit more money to do that. So if we're not commissioned to do that, unfortunately for my customers, I actually cannot afford to go ahead and give them a hookup. Sometimes I can if it's just a small spot, like maybe just one little scratch. We can go ahead and do that for them every now and then for a good customer. We'll go ahead and do. You know, I always try to give more service than what people are expecting, and I try to exceed expectations. I've learned that as lofty as you might think of what our marketing and what we say we can do, we actually try one customer at a time, each and every customer, to actually exceed those expectations and to do a better job than what they were expecting. and if we can, do little extra things for them, small stuff that let them know, hey, we're really dedicated to this, and that we're really dedicated to customer service, and that we really love cars, trucks. We love doing what we do, and we hope that our customers appreciate that as much as we appreciate them allowing us to do the work we do. So it's a good relationship there, and one that we try to cultivate and at all costs try to keep. So it gives you a little perspective on what we're doing. I think I already got some clay bars. They're somewhere around here, and a flat disc already. Let me see if I can find one. Here's a clay bar here. It's going to be in a flat disc. This has already been shaped out. Paul, the other guy you see in the videos, good young man, loves detailing these cars, does it with me. Came in, he already had some pretty good knowledge of how to detail. Came in with me, saw what I was doing, picked up on everything really fast, picked right up on how I did things, why I did things, and has came quite a long ways and is one heck of a detailer. He'll be doing this with me today, and you basically take this clay bar, it's a fine clay bar, and we'll take a spray lube. We'll rub it on the vehicle. We have a couple of special things we're doing with this stuff in particular. The way we're doing it, and a few different things that I won't bore you with or go into, are really no offense to my customers or to my competitors in particular, but you know, just not going to give away any secrets of what we're actually going to do here. So anyway, I'll give you a hint. The way I came across this is I had to think of the complete opposite of what you would normally think to fix a situation like is on this paint, and instead of doing what logic and what common sense and what the normal order of things would be, I actually had to kind of completely reverse that, and that's how I figured out this method to safely remove this paint without scratching a vehicle up real bad. There's another big scratch, by the way. I'm sorry about the ADD moments, but there's another good sized scratch, actually 3 of them there. We won't be getting those off today, but once we get it waxed and or polished up, those will be a lot less noticeable. So anyway, we're about to get started on this. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I think our marketing guy is going to stick around and actually get some video of us doing what we're doing, and I think we might do a little tutorial or kind of just show what we're about, what we're doing, and give a few little lessons for it so people can look at that and learn a lot about specifically what to do, and a lot of things about what not to do or allow to happen to their vehicle. So anyway, that's all for now. We'll see you guys here in a few minutes. We'll be sweating. It's probably a nice balmy 90-95 degrees here in the shade in the bay. It's July, at the end of July going into August here in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's hot, very hot. I know that may not come through on the videos, but there's a reason we're wringing wet and sweat. It's not because we're really scared of working on a vehicle. It's because it's I believe they said the heat index for today is somewhere around 110, 112 degrees or some ridiculous number like that. So I mean, it's just miserable, but we're pretty tough guys, pretty hard working guys. We get around it, just push and get the job done. It helps when you love what you do. So see y'all soon.